And, yeah. No, Sonic Forces does have good songs. Don't get me wrong. It's just a lot of them. Not a lot of them, but some of them sound kind of uninspired. To be honest with you.
Whoa, my fucking OBS just crashed. That's good. Anyways.
Some of them sound really uninspired, honestly, especially comparing them to Mania.
Yay, OBS crashed.
Same.
That's always good. It's always good when OBS crashes.
Crashes.
Someone... Yo, you think I should call out whoever's watching right now?
Just, okay, go for it.
Somehow we have somebody watching, by the way.
Really?
Whoever's watching, I love you.
You watch this shit?
Yeah, someone's apparently watching this right now.
People, I love you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh wait, I also just got Ultra Sun.
Whoa, Ultra Sun boys. You actually have a charger now?
I still don't have a charger though.
God damn it.
I'll get one really soon, don't worry. Because I do want to finish the game.
You can get one at Best Buy right now. Well, not right now, you know. You can get one at Best Buy.
You know, like right now, if I go in, like
yeah,
right now.
You go in right now, you can get one right now.
But yeah.
I remember when I was working, there was this one lady who was like, I need to buy a new charger, and you find out that her issue is not that she needs a new charger, it's her kid actually like yanks the charge port too hard that actually fucked up the charge port itself. So instead she actually had to buy a brand new 3DS instead. But she had like the old 3DS model, so it's like it was about time to finally upgrade.
Fair enough, yeah. I've got the thick one.
Same.
I don't know. I feel like my hands are too big for the small one. Like, I don't know.
It's not fun. After I tried, I remember when I first had the older one, then I got the I felt the XL in my hands from somebody else's, and I was like, this is 100 times better. So then I ended up getting the XL, the Smash Bros version. Because Smash 4 was hype.
Oh yeah, that's when it came out. It came out on 3DS before the Wii U, didn't it?
Yeah, it used like a red color scheme, and then the Wii U one's blue.
Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U, my favorite title.
Yep.
How did they not give it like an actual title?
I think it's because the name, the 4, was supposed to be like 4, like the number 4. It's like a really fucking bad pun. You know what I mean?
Like, I think they could have made it more obvious at least.
Yeah. There's like a really freaking bad pun.
And then, yeah, exactly. It's pretty awful with the pun, really.
Yeah. Almost as bad as my puns.
Yeah, at least yours kind of makes sense.
I guess.
Yours are like obvious. You can tell that they're jokes.
They are?
Jokes.
They're not just cries for help?
I think cries for help's our joke, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on. It's a joke if you think you're not gonna want to die all the time. KMS on the spot right now.
With no YRC. And when you try to, you get the red X's.
That's my favorite one. Yeah, YRC is a fair mechanic to whoever's watching this. I just want you to know that.
Yeah. YRC is super fair.
God, YRC is something special. That really does change how the game's played, actually. I'm sure people like SADC. You know, I think everybody can be used to Roman councils, like the RRCs, because of DCs. But I think YRC is pretty new for like people who like their first Guilty Gear is Xrd, or like their first anime game is Guilty Gear, or like I don't know, something like that. I can't think of a lot of games that have a mechanic similar to YRC. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
for new players, I think. And you notice that they don't know how to use YRC, or like even good players sometimes, like the ones like, well, I don't want to say know how to use YRC, but like even then, like sometimes they overuse it. Like sometimes I feel like sometimes I overuse it, and that hurts your meter gain a lot actually if you overuse it. Or you don't use it at the right situations. You use it to cover up your mistakes, and you keep doing mistakes, and you don't use it for counter. Something a lot of Japanese players do sometimes is like if you YRC, they will YRC back just to like make sure that you're the one that's a disadvantage again. Something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Essentially, like not always spending it to cover up a mistake, right? Using it to help you out neutral or something like that.
Yeah.
And you know,
something like, for example, that I like to do. It's really whack, by the way, but it's something I do sometimes with May. Is I'll do like the heavy slash version of like the upwards dolphin dive, like the flash kick, whatever. But I won't do it to actually attack them. I'll do it where that I'm going over their body, but I'll RC when I'm above them, and then drop on top of them with like that with the jump 2HS.
Oh, that's 2K, I think, or 2H. Yeah. Or like you can't tell if it's a cross up or not. 2H, yeah. Jump 2H.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Nice.
it's some weird shit I like to do with her. She
can catch people off guard, but I don't know if you catch them from that angle. I haven't seen that angle, so I can't judge.
It's funny looking when it happens. And then there's some people, or like I'll get like a counter hit, full charge, freaking 6H. And then I'll RC and do another one, and then I'll RC and do another one, and then they're fully stunned.
Yeah, May stuns. I mean, okay, I don't know if that's a good situation to describe it, but the point you were trying to get across is a good point to talk about. Actually, is that May stuns people very easily.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Like, you hear this, like, tiny-ass little girl with, like, really high-pitched screams jumping all over the place, and she hits you, and then you get stunned. It's like, god damn it.
And then she looks adorable. That's all that matters.
Thinking. Yeah, she looks cute, I guess. Even then, like, you don't really see her too often. There are other characters who do her thing, I guess. I don't know, you really don't get to see May that often, I think. She's good, but...
I saw her quite often in EVO. At least when I was watching.
There's a decent amount of Japanese players who like to play May, for sure.
Good.
I don't think there's too many American players who play May, actually.
They all play Sin.
Yeah, dude, Sin is really... Sin and Faust. Sin, Faust, Kai, maybe? Like, those characters, you see a lot of them at the States.
Don't get me started on Faust.
Character variety in Canada is actually pretty solid for what it is. Like, there's a little bit too many Ragnas, you know, and I'm adding to the problem, unfortunately. But when it comes to Guilty Gear, anyways, there's a pretty good amount of variety. Like, you've got Johnny, Axel, May, Jam, Coom, Elfelt, Viken, Raven. Like, you have a lot of characters. But to be fair, there's a lot of American players, so you're bound to find like people who play the same character.
Well, I pity those who pick Viken.
Hey man, if you try hard enough, you do get wins.
I guess.
You just have to be like, oh my god, I don't know, I could like I can't. I feel like it's so much of a hassle. It's just not worth your time, honestly. Unless you really like the character. If you really, really do like the character, then honestly, go for it. Like, being emotionally happy, sorry, you know, making you mentally stable, it's worth it. Like, you like what you're doing. You like the character you're doing it with. It's good. But at the same time, at the same time, you have to look at the line between viable and unviable. Because sometimes you gotta make that sacrifice.
Yeah.
In a game like Guilty Gear, like, she's probably unviable, but, you know, because of how Guilty Gear works, you know, a lot of characters have more of a chance of winning. And, you know, biking does have some interesting things, but too much work. Lots of setbacks, lots of weaknesses. Not saying she's awful, like, she can get, like I know, you know, one of the popular ones is, oh, has no mix-up, and, like, yeah, her mix-up is kind of lacking. But she does have situations where she does get good frame trap grab mix-up, or good overheads or fuzzies, but, like, again, they're not as consistent as other characters, especially when her movement tools and her neutral tools and her Oki tools and her pressure tools are not as good as other characters. So then those all kind of add up.
Yeah.
So I apologize if I've rambled, but I do like talking about fighting games.
It's okay. Well, it's usually actually me who rambles in these things. So,
Oh god.
So yay.
It's time for me to ramble, yeah. Fuck it. I've stolen your throne.
Ramble brambles.
Bullfall. Okay, that was bad, I'm sorry.
Bramble. Yeah.
Bramble.
Bramlefall.
Oh my god, no, stop. I would never play Ram, ever.
Yo, Bramblefall.
Fuck yeah.
There you go, that's 3 things put into one. We got Ramble, we got Bram, and we got Ramblefall all together. Bramblefall.
Oh, but yeah, I would.
That right there is like how you kill yourself.
Oh yes, on the spot right now.
All those things put together. That's like the meaning of death right there.
That's the meaning of death.
Yeah, that's the meaning of death.
For real though, I could never play that character because my friend plays that character, and you know that feel where, like, if your buddy plays that character, you don't play that character. You're like, oh no, my friend plays that disgusting character. No, I'm not playing them. I'm never playing them.
I kind of know that feeling, but at the same time, it's like if a character is just they fit me or they work well or it's something that I just find enjoyable about them, then I don't really care. But it's like I am sometimes guilty of the whole idea of like this person plays this person, this other person plays this character, and yeah, I mean like everyone kind of picks their own character. Everyone kind of claims that one character or whatever.
They're the main character, so I can automatically bully everybody off the main characters.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn.
No. I actually always recommend, like anytime somebody is having a character crisis, I always tell them, hey, you should play the character I play so I can help you out. I actually always do that. I'm just kidding.
I never tell people to pick the characters that I pick, because like 9 times out of 100, usually the character that I pick is one of the harder characters you used to play. So it's like, nah, don't be like me. Don't pick my character.
I play characters who have easy execution.
I play characters that make you want to kill yourself, like Akira.
Yeah, from my understanding, he has the combination of, okay, so you know how okay, so a lot of people are gonna say, for example, Ryu is the beginner character of Street Fighter, right?
Yeah.
So they also might say that Ryu is hard because Ryu doesn't have gimmicks. You're forced to get good at neutral, counter poking, optimization of damage, Oki, pressure, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So that makes Ryu quote unquote hard, right? Make up for it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you have characters like Sea Viper or who's another really. I guess like Evil Ryu had some hard combos, but again, Sea Viper, stuff like that. You know, Evil Ryu had a bunch of really tough combos, but like characters like that, again, Sea Viper, their execution is what makes them like tough, right? It's like what's going on, and from my understanding, Akira is like kind of like a mix of those two.
Yeah, more or less. Or it's like
That sounds like you have to be fundamentally strong and also strong with execution.
Yeah, like basically how it is. Because like his tools, his actual moves, are actually rather simple in terms of what they are, and you have to be, you have to know your fundamentals. You have to know your Oki. You have to know your pressure and things like that. But his execution makes him become like the hardest character to use ever, because like it's not like normal. It's like simple commands, like it's simple moves with like super complex commands on top of that.
Simple moves is that I hate to say that like a character carries somebody, because no, honestly, like if you're good enough, you shouldn't be complaining a character's carrying you. But what I mean is like usually like an example I would like to bring up is, let's say, Saito before all the nerfs. The idea is his execution is hard because his game plan isn't. His game plan is relatively simple.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Obviously, some Saito players might be like, "Hey, no, his game plan is hard." Like, okay, yeah, it's not. Really, no game plan in a modern fighting game is simple.
Honestly, in my opinion, an example of a character that people will defend and say, like, they'll excuse their bullshit because they are quote unquote hard, in Guilty Gear especially, is fucking Johnny. I think Johnny's actually fucking broken, but because he's quote unquote hard to use, people excuse a lot of his bullshit.
Same concept. Huh? Same concept. Johnny and Chip, those two.
Like,
I think that's why you see a lot more people complaining about Raven, because he's easy mode and he's pretty good.
Because like Johnny, me personally, I think Johnny's not actually that hard at all. But like me, I'm used to like actually hard games. We got people who like look at me doing Raging Storm or Pretzel Motion, and they're like, "Oh my god, how'd you do that?" And I'm like, "That's fucking normal for me." Or how Shokoken commands, I'll do it like it's nothing, and they're like, "Whoa, how'd you do that?" Or "You do it so simply, so cleanly."
I remember I played with a KOF. I was like, "Oh god, I can't do this motion." And then no, my bad. I played Blaze Blue. And Guilty Gear, like Double X and Calamity Trigger, was like, man, I'm having issues with these motions. And then I played KOF, and then I went back to Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue. I was like, man, these motions are easy. Why did I complain about them? Like, holy shit, man! Like, for the few months I played KOF, that turned me that hardened me, that ironed me out, to say the least. But yeah, either way. So what I'm trying to get at is like, it might be easier, like a lot of the harder characters executionally might have a little bit more of a basic game plan. They knock you down, they do Oki, etc. Not saying easy characters don't have that. Raven's an example, Kai is an example. But yeah, basically sometimes some characters are harder execution-wise, but their game plan is relatively stable. Sometimes that isn't the case, like Izio and Blaze Blue. That is not the case at all with her.
Yeah.
So it's definitely dependent. But what I'm trying to get at is like a character like Ryu might have easy execution, but it might be hard to win with them because you have to apply all the fundamental mechanics of the game, the systems, and the characters like all at once. Character like, say, Balrog in 5.
Bungarog.
Character in 5 who's top. Well, okay, let's say Urien. Sorry, pardon me. Let's say Urien. I think let's say Urien. Top tier, relatively harder execution than like Ryu, for example, right? So a character like that, harder execution, but the game plan is relatively simple. You done for you, like from the get-go. You might not have to focus as much as on the does, but you have to deal with the harder execution. Now, of course, I'm not saying Urien doesn't have to play footsies. Of course he does, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
It's not the same concept. He doesn't, like, Ryu doesn't have Aegis Reflector, right? You could win matches if your opponent doesn't know how to guess with like Aegis Reflector. Ryu doesn't have that privilege.
Ryu doesn't Ryu's freaking V trigger doesn't even help him at all.
It used to be pretty. I think it did so much damage in season 1, but not anymore, unfortunately.
And like, what's stupid is that everybody else in the game has V triggers that can be canceled off specials, and Ryu can't, which is weird.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn it was like if you have a 3-bar V trigger, you can cancel from specials. I thought that's how it was.
Nah, cause like I can cancel some special shit off Karin's, and she's a 2-bar.
You can cancel it off her V-Skill, I know that much. Can you cancel it off any specials? I don't remember. But, like, I know that, like, for Akuma, for example, it's because he's a 3-bar, right? So you can do that.
But...
He's a 3-bar. Is Ibuki a 3-bar? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Like, a guy, like... Because he went from 3 to 2.
Who, Guile?
Relay.
Gilly.
Heard all of those, yeah. Gilly, Relay.
I remember when I was younger, people would be like, "Yo, pick Gilly." I'm like, "No, it's my money. I put my quarter in the thing. You gotta pick whoever I want. If you want to pick Gilly, you pick him when you play."
And Ryu back at it again.
I hate that. I'm so
Relay.
I'm so glad I got out of the Ryu phase really early on in my life. Like I got the Ryus out of my system really early on in my life.
Yeah, it's a phase, like, I don't even know it was a phase that people went through. I always just assumed it was Ryu, and then I heard people say Ryu. I was like, oh, maybe I've been saying it wrong the whole time. And then I heard people say, no, it's actually Ryu. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, it's good to know.
Then there's the weebs who are like, no, it's actually Rue. I'm like, no, shut the fuck up.
Damn.
It's actually Rue? Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's why I've never heard a single Japanese person say it like that before, right? Like that's the people who use that, like those are the weebs, and yet like I never actually heard Japanese people say it like the way those weebs are saying it.
Rue.
Yeah, this comes from the same guy who says Goki in Rockman, so you know.
Weeaboo.
Fuck, dude, I'm kill myself.
Speaking of weeaboos in Japan, we were talking about Blaze Blue tier list changing in Japan because of arcades. A character I brought up was S, but I also forgot to mention Platinum.
Oh.
It was up the tier list quite a bit, in Japan because of how it works.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really interesting.
Really makes you give the funkums. The big funk. That's a character that I never. Platinum is one of those characters that I don't know. There's so many other characters that do what she can kind of do better. That I've never seen a place for her personally.
Yeah, Platinum is interesting. Platinum is interesting to say the least. She can play mid range, and other characters can play mid range better than her, so whatever. To make up for that, she has the items, which essentially make her a mid range character who has a random tool that's gonna help her out.
Yeah.
Not really random because it's a pattern, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it is essentially it's a mid range character who has X tool to help them out in X situation, which means it's always changing. So it fluctuates.
Mm-hmm.
But something good about her is, I don't know if you know this move. She has a move where she jumps up, not really jumps up, but if she's on the air, she's on a cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So with this is that you can go high low off of it, really good high low mix up off of it.
Yeah.
That's what can make her special as well. So you have that, you have decent mid range, solid mid range, and all the items, and the items help her out, right?
Mm.
She's alright. I just feel like Faust is probably more interesting than her, but Faust is pure RNG, and that can be frustrating.
Oh yeah, don't tell me about it. I don't know. It's
to play with or against. Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's I don't know. I had to play double Faust, and then they both had fucking and then the fucking second Faust I played got like danger time, and it's like, do I even count this as a match that happened to me? It's like I didn't learn anything other than that danger time is bullshit. And I called this shit like 3 months in advance. That's all that happened to me. I was like, hey, I'm psychic.
Got him.
I said I was gonna lose to danger time, and there you go. I lost to danger time.
Yeah, any danger. Well, actually, no, I got 1 danger time. I 1 or 2, my bad. But it was like out of 50 matches, I got 1 or 2 danger times. So that was.
I always get danger time.
Hey man, it's all about the gacha luck.
I don't got that.
Cause that's the sad part. I feel like that one guy who's watching is gonna kill me for saying that, because everybody loves gachas. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Which guy? Fucking.
That one guy who was watching a few moments ago. I thought that's what he said. Yeah.
Oh, he's still watching. His name is FoxyBoyNet.
All right. Well, yeah. I hope you don't hate me for not liking gachas. I'm thinking they're stupid. Sorry.
I don't know if he's actually still watching or not.
Still goes out. You know, I'm still thinking about you, Foxy Boy. Just want you to know that.
I know. Just don't worry. I think FNAF is a pretty shit game, but it's alright. Everyone has their own vices.
I'm not a fan of it.
I'm pretty sure looking at me, like, you're probably looking at all this fucking overlay right now and be like, goddamn fucking under shit.
You're fucking, yeah. Fucking
Yo, I actually got rage quitted on by some guy in Guilty Gear, and the guy was like, fucking under shit fag and blah blah, kill yourself. Because like all of my shit on my decode shows like Undertale stuff, so that's pretty hilarious. Yo, I got my icon is a chocolate bar, and then I got the fucking got the quotes and everything, the title, this is Fallen Child and everything. I've even got like the actual like the border is like it's green and yellow with ribbons and flowers. Like whitish yellow flowers.
Why must you be like this?
Hey, if they're gonna give me the stuff, I'm gonna use it. I just need I need a like a medium length brown hair color for the avatar head, and I need the green body, and there you go. That's all I need. RNG.
Stop!
I get every other color but green on the body.
I hope you never get it, and you get danger time again.
And I get danger time every match now.
I think there's a good amount of Fausts in Michigan, now that I think about it.
Yeah, there is.
That sounds scary.
I'm so surprised. There's still not a lot of Raven representation. I guess it's because he's a new character, and like by the time like Revelator came out, I think everybody like already got used to like Faust and Sin and like all the Kai, whatever characters they were playing at the time, right? Like they don't want to play any character.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only reason I play Ravens because I wasn't feeling Faust in Sign actually. Like that was a character I played, but I wasn't feeling it. I didn't like the movement. I just wasn't feeling it. And Raven came out. He's an edgelord. I love edgelords. Like I play Ragnar. Sometimes I play Teremi. Like that should tell you how edgy I am. But Teremi's bad. Yeah, Ravens.
I used to be a dirty chip main.
Chip play.
And then I switched to Raven in May and Jam.
Here to another top tier. Your boy Raven.
Yeah. I also played May and I played Jam.
I play the Lord himself, King Kai Kisk. Kai is something else. I like Kai because Kai is really good at exposing fundamental weaknesses of players.
Yeah.
Because I like I'm not the best player in the world, but I think I'm good enough to help people get better. And Kai is very good for like spotting obvious flaws that you can't really spot with Raven. Well, yeah, I mean you can, but like it's very noticeable with Kai, is what I'm trying to say. That's very helpful like, for teaching beginners and stuff here and there. You know what else is helpful?
What?
The tutorials.
Whoa.
Maybe somebody should finish their tutorial.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Wait, shit, I didn't finish mine. I didn't finish the tutorial on my file either.
I actually finished mine on PC. I haven't done it on console because I'm too lazy. Like, I already finished it.
On BC.
BC.
Instead of finishing it on the PlayStation board.
Yeah.
Damn.
The BIS 4.
Every time I start up a tutorial, I'm just like, I'm going back to Honey Select, and then I make a new character.
Yeah, boy. Honey Select boys.
I think maybe you should play Jacko. Yeah, I think that's your character then.
I honestly kind of hate the character because he just looks like some type of other Kula, and because of 14 Kula being top tier and untouchable, I can't look at Jacko.
But look at that ass, though.
Yeah. Ass doesn't save me from the nightmares of, like, the headset that I threw against the wall because of a fucking Kula.
And why you gotta be like that? No. Well, what did Kula do? Kula's a cute girl.
Yo, Kula.
Oh my god!
Yo, 2B,
crouch bees it to death.
2B, Maximo, 2B, 100% damage combo.
It's me. Oh, I like to play my fighting games.
Yo, she does more crouch lights than the Melty Blood player. And like Melty Blood, the meme of that game is 2A into whatever.
It's like, oh my god, I really hope when KOF gets that new character that drops, we really get a balance patch. Holy shit.
Yeah, we should buff Nakaruru.
No.
Yes.
Sylvie buffs. I need the Sylvie buffs, please.
Sylvie buffs, Nakaruru buffs, Mui buffs, and Yuri buffs.
Okay, I believe in Mui buffs. I guess Yuri could get something, Nakaruru can just stay where she is.
No.
Wait. I want to check something. So, you play Renethal and you play another waifu in KOF, right?
I don't know if Sylvie's considered a waifu, because, like, everybody kind of hates her except Japan.
That's fine. Nobody likes Jacko, and she's still a waifu, so... Yeah. Okay, so you play waifus, and I'm telling you, man, maybe Jacko is your calling. It's the waifu that nobody likes. I think the calling, after all. Please don't play Jacko. I'm just kidding. You play her. I don't really care about her. She's a very unique character, to say the least. I don't really like care much about her. I don't mind.
Just like boy, it's just Guilty Gear is weird. It probably wouldn't be weird if I finished that damn tutorial, but
Oh my god, do it.
Just
do it.
Then I'll start up the game and then be like, man, I want to play Gundam.
No, don't.
It is like, oh my goodness, it's just like, I done fell in love with a new mobile suit called Zadra from Gundam Age, because the guy just like rider kick stuff from like half the screen and can get like 230 damage off of it, and I'm just like, yes!
Well, so they give that guy the jump kick super special moves, but they can't make God Gundam though.
Oh my god, it's like they do this to like spite people who like G Gundam. They just add like really good physical like melee Gundams. Oh man, I will never get over the fact of like Age 1 Titan form, just like literally just Zangief, just, you know, the Gundam.
That's good.
Just comes in, Lariato, and just like, yeah, it gives you that spinning pile driver.
Yeah. Ah.
It's just like, man, Zaku 2, like, it was an unarmed Zaku 2, and it's just like, it just sits there and just like throws rocks at you for projectiles.
Wow. They put that before they put God Gundam.
Just like, who is this game for? It can't be for the Japanese players because they can sit there and play Full Boost or Maxi Boost On, which has more characters. And it's just like, but they didn't put in the G Gundams, which was what the West likes, and they want to give us stuff from like Japanese only Dreamcast games. Who the hell asked for Zaku 1 from Zeonic Front? Who the fuck? We didn't even get that game. Jesus Christ. It's like they're just picking random mobile suits out of a hat.
Probably. They have like a bunch of pieces of paper, and instead of like actually shuffling the names around, they take like, you know, those like little small like portable fans. You put like a AAA battery inside. They just take one of those and they just blow it inside the hat, and a piece of paper one falls out of the hat. That's how they choose.
It's like, Jesus, just...
Was that how they got Noctis?
Yeah, that's exactly... No, Noctis was like because of fucking cup noodle shit.
Like, Noctis comes because, like... Because Tekken 7 believed that, like, you know, tutorials are not needed. And then, like, after 2 months of Tekken 7, and then people getting confused on how to play the game because the only tutorial we have is little blue text on the bottom of the screen whenever the game loads, people left. So, what Noctis does is that it's going to restart the casual bracket and force people to move from certain characters to others. That's what Tekken 7 is doing. Because, like, when Akuma showed up, I was just like, oh, I don't play 3D fighters, but Akuma's here. I'm gonna play Akuma or Eliza. Then it's just like, Akuma kinda sucks, Eliza takes work, and then you move to Heihachi or any other people. That's how I went. And then you actually learn how to play Tekken.
I think Akuma's. I mean, Akuma got nerfed, but because he was too good. But I think he's fine. He's
pretty good.
But I don't know. Maybe I just haven't played a good Akuma yet. But I don't know. It's just like it's just been so simple.
Hey, you should probably watch. You should watch the grand finals from our weeklies. You'll see a good Akuma there.
Oh, was it you?
Oh, shilling. Whoa, some guy shilling here.
Whoa, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, you want shilling? You should see the kind of shit I say at the outro. Speaking of which, how you guys feeling? Who's tired?
I'm pretty tired.
Like, I was tired like a while ago. That's why I didn't say anything.
Alright, so
I woke up. Honey selects on.
Alright, anyone got any closing statements they want to say before we start going into our shill mode?
Out of 5.
Honey select.
Love SF5.
You love SF5? Alright.
But for real though, yeah, we're gonna start trying to record more files and stuff. That should be fun. That should be good. That should be nice. Can't wait for that.
Definitely be a way to like show like, yo, we actually really do play at locals. Here's some examples.
Games. we don't pretend to play games.
Yo, we're not pretend FGC.
Oh my god.
I wish I could prove that I play games.
Oh my god.
Like, the only tournament game I play now is Gundam, and there's like literally no way to stream this right now because it's already hard enough to like have a setup because you need 4 PS4s and 4 monitors.
It's really unfortunate, honestly. That could really hurt the game's competitive scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the way the DLC is being handled is kind of hurting it too, because like shit, like $5 a suit, and they want to drop like 4 suits a month.
So there's one thing about Tekken, about the tutorial mode. I think it's because nobody played the Tag 2 tutorial mode. So I feel like it was a little bit spiteful. Like they were like, you know what, we're not doing this again. Screw you guys.
But like the Tag 2 tutorial was like super bad. That's the thing.
Yeah, it really was. Like, I got stuck on the part where you were supposed to, like, hit the Mokujin and, like, with the right type of move, and then supposed to do, like, the big swing and throw him away. Like, that was dumb. Like, be a normal tutorial and just teach me what the buttons do in the initial game plan. Like, so to this day, the best Tekken tutorial is, like, Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection when you first boot up the game.
No, the PSP game.
It is what it is. New game, actually. Thank you.
Just like, man, Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection on PSP was like really cool. It had that little like Virtual Fighter 4 kind of quest mode with the island and shit. Yeah. That was cool.
And then there was also in the console version they had that Devil Jin freaking story mode thing too.
Oh yeah, the Devil Within, like, beat 'em up thing, because that was like, you know, let's improve Tekken Force.
Oh my god, I remember that.
I actually like that thing.
Dang, you like...
I liked it for what it was, but like, it's like BlazBlue's, what was it called again? I don't know what it's called, actually. It's like, oh, like the Guilty Gear Mom mode, or what'd you say?
Legion mode or Abyss mode and stuff?
Abyss mode, that's what it's called, yes. Like, I like those for what they are, but honestly, like, I'm not gonna play them more than once, ever. I mean, that's who they're aimed for, right? The people who play single player, who don't like playing online, don't get to play online, or don't have people to play with. The other people play casually. Like, some people play BlazBlue for the story. These people are usually really fucking annoying and don't shut up about the dub.
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
No, but here's the thing. You see, I remember back when, like, there was a petition for the dub way back when. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I signed that because I like the dub. I like the voice actors. I'm okay with the dub. I'm cool with that. And it's a little unfortunate that there's no dub, but I think it's better that the game came out early, because look at what happened to, like, Under Night In-Birth, because it's only getting an English release in February. That game's gonna be dead on launch.
Ooh,
it's coming
after Dragon Ball Fighters.
It's dead on release. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that this game came out, like BlazBlue came out early, because I do love BlazBlue. But, you know, it's unfortunate. I miss the English voice actors. You know, it'd be nice if we got them in a DLC pack, or, you know, they're back for Cross Tag or whatever. But it is what it is. People have had 2 years to get over it. I still see people saying, alright, so I remember there was this Arxis question asking, like, yo, what's your favorite version of BlazBlue or whatever? And some guy's like, oh, my favorite version's the one where the characters have an English dub. Like, wow, thank you, yeah. This is constructive. This is the answer that Arc System was looking for. Yep. It was the polls that you vote in. Yes, I love it.
That's exactly what we want to hear.
Come on, man. Please don't go out of your way to be obnoxious. You're not going to help any. You're not convincing anybody if you go out of your way to be annoying. There's a difference between being loud and being obnoxious.
I don't know. I really think the Arc System probably should have probably got the message though that the no dub kind of hurt some type of casual sales, because I've never seen a collector's edition of Central Fiction be on sale on Amazon 7 times since its release.
Yeah. For sure, there are some casuals who just don't play the game, but I really do think it helped the competitive scene, and in general, I think it was a good move. Nobody liked waiting 8 months, and it probably wasn't worth the money for them, right?
Yeah.
They probably if it really was hurting their sales, they would have went out of the way to do something again, or they wouldn't have even done this in the first place. I think it just probably wasn't worth the money for them.
Probably, I mean, they did, that was number 30 of all the BlazBlues, so... It probably didn't hurt anything.
I feel you, but, people have to remember that this, first and foremost, BlazBlue is a fighting game developed for arcades. first and foremost. Then, like with a visual novel and whatever, right? Like, it's a fighting game. It's above all else. Like, don't act surprised when Arc says prioritize it as a fighting game.
Yeah, like,
or like esports sales or whatever. Like, try to get more tournaments, you know, more arcade players, you know, stuff like that. Like,
I mean, hey, they're still doing fine. I mean, as long as you're still getting more entrants to EVO than KOF, you're doing fine.
KOF does have the unique flavor of being the game with the most international entrants, but at the same time, it is the least amount of players, unfortunately. But it is. But yeah,
like it seemed like a lot of international people can't come over anymore just because life, and I kind of think they're all scared of Trump for some reason. But whatever.
Dude, like Evo, like first off, you go to Vegas, which isn't like you've got to make a like let's say Japanese players, right? You're traveling from Japan to Vegas, and then you've got to sign up for the tournament. You've got to account for food. You've got to account for the hotel room. You've got to account for like emergencies. You've got to account for like so many things, right? It's expensive. A chance of winning money. Not even a guarantee. No. A chance of maybe winning money. And the money isn't even that much. Right? Mostly about being good. Like, anybody who shows up usually just wants to show up for the sake of, like, being good and showing people that you're good.
Well, that's the thing, too. Since, like, KOF is mostly foreign competition, they talking about it would be a lot cheaper for them to go to EVO Japan, so they're probably gonna have like numbers out the wazoo.
Yo, by the way,
what's up?
Yo, Mr. J Bizzle says you're whack. Just so you know.
Who's whack, me?
No. Bram, you're whack.
Yeah, I am whack. You know who's more whack?
What?
Venom.
Yeah,
Venom
is very whack.
Venom is incredibly whack. I think 6P is the wackest button in the game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think Venom wants to ram Saito in the ass really hard.
I think Venom really enjoys Zato's company.
Yeah, a little too much.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah. He wants to open up his trap door.
What's the empty jump low on him, that guy?
Empty
yeah, we're awful people. Like this kind of humor is actually awful.
I know. I want to die.
I want to die if we can. Yeah, see what I mean? We didn't have this kind of humor.
Okay. All right. Anybody got anything they want to plug?
Blue. It's a good game. And finish the Guild Seeker tutorial. And play Kai.
What? I'm going to fucking kill myself.
Oh, and stop talking about the dub. The dub's dead.
The dub's dead. It was like, there's no reason. Okay, the dub can't be dead anymore. We got a North American Arc System branch coming.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna turn out. But yeah, besides
I mean, like, the first thing they're gonna do is cross-tag battles. I wonder.
Yo, Yang trailer when? I need that Yang trailer.
Oh, and one last thing to plug. Stop supporting Capcom if what happens in 2 days.
Yep.
Oh my god, I played that, like, free, like, Marvel demo that they had for the weekend that was actually online. That shit was weird as fuck. First of all, it was only online. Second of all, you couldn't turn off fight requests, so you actually couldn't even practice the shit.
Wow.
I'm sitting there just like, oh, well, let me just figure out how to do my thing, and just like,
Like, the game is
challenger.
It's fun, and it's fun to watch. Like, but the tournament scene for that game is so messed up, man. It's not even funny.
I'm like amazed that like the game has practically just kind of died for my scene, like, because Marvel used to just be the thing that just was like eating most of my scene, like Marvel 3 anyway. Now it's just Tekken. That's just eating it. Like, that died. Street Fighter 5 kind of actually died. We have more people for Gundam than anything else.
Good.
I'll take care of Blazeball players than Street Fighter, honestly.
Yeah, our scene has more Guilty Gear and Blazeball players than there is consistent Street Fighter people.
Damn.
I like Street Fighter. That's why I hate on the game when you know the game whack. Let's say I don't have those same feelings for Tekken and KOF. So if that game is awesome or whack, like it is what it is. I don't really care. But I have those feelings for Street Fighter. So it's you know, I don't want that game to be whack, but it is what it is. I feel like I said that.
Yep. Stuff happens.
Back at it again.
Capcom presents disappointment and failure. Anyway.
No.
No, it's like, no, we're gonna have another impromptu podcast as soon as that Mega Man trailer rolls and nothing happens. Like, holy shit, like, here's some Mega Man napkins. Okay, the best possible scenario, though, bad box art Mega Man, the video game. Just like, yo, if that happens, all is forgiven. I'm getting up and I'm pre-ordering.
Yo, if it's done in the same style as, like, fucking, what's it called? Like, Kid Icarus Uprising, where it's, like, self-aware and it's, like, hilarious and shit, yeah, I'll be fine with that.
I'd actually be okay with that, yeah. Kid Icarus is pretty cool. I like it.
But, as for myself, what to plug, I've got the first installment of the Mega Man retrospective. It's still in development. Sadly, I didn't make my late November date, but it should be up by mid-December at the best possible scenario. The thing about it is that, like, it's because the first installment that I gotta establish everything, things like that. That makes it harder. Once I go into 2 and 3 and everything onwards, it's gonna become a hell of a lot easier. It's just because it's the first installment. That's the reason why it's taking me a lot to harder.
You can do the thing.
Do the thing. You can jump and shoot.
Jump and shoot.
Jump and shoot, man.
Or shoot and jump, man.
Whoa. Who balance?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool if it was all fourth wall, but come on. You're expecting too much of Capcom.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll probably be I'm sorry, but it'll probably be like a whack mobile game. Not even a good one. It'll probably be a whack one. I'm just being for real.
They'll probably just come out with just Mega Man Forces.
Mega Man forces you to play another game.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Yeah, that's enough bad jokes for one day. It really is.
Mighty number 5.9.
Capcom presents Mighty Number 9.
Oh god.
Oh god. Pre-order now and get that classic Mega Man skinned.
For some reason, like, I can see a timeline where that happens, honestly.
Oh god. Featuring Akuma from Street Fighter.
Featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
Yeah. Oh my god, why?
Alright. For those who somehow feel the urge that they want to support this endeavor, these videos and the stuff that I do, we have a Patreon. It's at patreon.com/determinedsaito. You can pledge onto there. You get special perks. You get first dibs on if you want to be part of the podcast, as well as topics. You also get a special private section in the Discord, so you can post all the lewds and anything else you'd like to put in there. You want to talk about fucking Ragna's thick thighs, or you want to talk about how fluffy Kara's sweater is? Go ahead, talk about that all you want in the freaking Patreon chat, exclusive just for you guys.
Damn.
it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm determined Saito, and yeah, you guys all have a wonderful night. But yeah, when it comes to the fucking Patreon money, honestly, it's more like, it's not really for myself. It's more like to get things better, get these videos out better, make them look nicer, quality better. Hopefully get a better computer so that I can be able to take the stuff on the go and start streaming our locals instead of just simply saving like just the grand finals. So like it's not for my own benefits. It's for everyone. Yeah, not that anyone's listening. All right, you guys have yourselves a wonderful night.
Ouch.
Okay.
All right, good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.
Take care, everybody. Good night.
Good night.